Welcome back to Mindset Mondays, where we discuss powerful mindset. Welcome back to Mindset Mondays, where we discuss powerful mindsets, changes and shifts in mindsets that drive success at workplace. Now today's topic is something that can really change how you are perceived at work. The topic is being a solution oriented person, a solution oriented individual at work. Now imagine being part of a team or being in a company and being seen as someone who's just indispensable to the team. That is the power of adopting a solution oriented mindset. Now in this video I'll focus on a few things. Firstly, why is it important? What it means to be solution oriented and how it impacts your career, and in case it doesn't come naturally to you, then what actionable steps you can slowly take to become that person. So let's get started. Now first we will look at why a solution oriented mindset matters. So first of all, why? When you focus on solutions, you show leadership potential. So why? Because leaders are not just fixated on pointing out what's wrong. They actively work to find things that they can do and make them better. Also, it helps you to build trust with colleagues and managers. Why? Because people start looking at you as someone who's reliable and proactive. Now, by being a solution oriented person, you, in a high stakes situation, in a crisis, when you focus on solutions, you end up creating opportunities for yourself on your own, just because you're focused on finding solutions. And imagine this, in a team, in a company, everybody wants to work with somebody who is focused on finding solutions to problems, irrespective of whether they are his or her problems or not. You become an asset, irrespective of what is your role or designation in your company. But most importantly, why it matters is because when you change your perspective from blaming, fault finding and criticizing towards finding solutions, then people change how they look at you. So your perception changes, and that is a very, very significant shift that happens. Now, let's talk about what are the key traits of a solution-oriented mindset. First is, and most importantly, is proactive thinking. People who are focused on solutions they focus on anticipating challenges before they become very, very big problems. Whether it is deadlines, whether it is allocation of resources, their minds, because they are focused on solutions, because they are kind of geared towards what could go wrong and how I can help prevent it, they are constantly looking for better solutions, how to better this situation. So the shift has to be that you become proactive. Another thing is resilience when problems hit you. When people are in a situation when there is chaos all around, often your first, your second, your third idea may not work. They don't say okay, this didn't work, and they don't sit and ruminate on it. Rather, they are able to let go and then focus on the next probable, viable, feasible, let's say, solution or a possibility. Then another important aspect of that is collaborative problem solving, which means that as someone who is keen on creating a place where problems are solved quickly, they understand the leverage of teamwork. In fact, instead of putting one person on that task, having a multitude of brains working together, finding solutions is way better and way faster. They listen to input. They are able to kind of leverage diverse perspectives. And last, but most importantly, they are geared towards action, execution, not just coming up with the ideas, because just coming up with ideas is not good enough. In a time of crisis, in a moment where problems are around, we need people who can execute those ideas as well. So solution oriented people tend to be focused on executing those ideas equally fast, not just coming up with viable ideas. Now let's talk about part 3, where, let us say, a lot of times this doesn't come naturally to us. But not to worry, along with a lot of other skills, this is something that we can train in ourselves, that we can slowly make it a part of our personality. So first, and of course, first and foremost, these have to be inculcated within. The change has always to start within before you can project it outwards into your workplace. So the shift has to happen within you mentally first. Okay, so number 1 is reframing the situation. Perspective is everything. So when you come up against challenges and problems, instead of looking at them as these things to be dealt with and tackled, try and reframe them and see them as opportunities. Try and look at it as an opportunity to present yourself to the world in a different way, to innovate, to find solutions, to become a different individual. And be mindful of the language you use, because language is what rewires our brain. Also, when challenges come, to become solution oriented, ask the right questions. Instead of asking questions that lead to blame, that lead to finger pointing, rather ask them of yourself, what can I do to improve this situation? Or who can I talk to? Who can I ask? Who can I team up with? Who can I collaborate with to find a solution to this? Now, this change, when people talk about being solution oriented, is not just for your career. In fact, it is a game changer even when it comes to life. So if there is one thing that I could give you and you could take away from this video, that would be to just bear this in mind. Next time at work you come across a challenge, if you come across a problem, instead of shifting blame, instead of pointing fingers, instead of looking at everything that has gone wrong, try and start focusing on what you can do, how you can go ahead and find even tiny bits or pieces of the solution. Trust me, it makes all the difference. That's it for today for Mindset Mondays. I hope you enjoyed the video. And if you did get anything valuable from it, do consider subscribing and liking the video. Thank you very much for watching, for being here, and I'll see you in the next one.